EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that? Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Shifts by him. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
He finds Austin complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Gainwell. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They toss it to Warren. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Connor Hayward taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
14, and a Raven first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here.
4-yard attempt.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This one finds Austin outright, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2nd and a couple. And again, it's Rodgers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's another Steelers first down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. A handoff for Warren. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the give, it's Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Jalen Warren from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Jackson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
Jackson's pass.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 50-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And he can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Baltimore first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down, goal to go. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's first down. On the run, it's Warren. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll run it. Warren.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
9 seconds. No timeouts left. Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Chris Boswell.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Jackson's pass.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They go play action now. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide.
Jackson's pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The defense did its part. 3 points now. All they need is they work on second down. They'll try the left side with Gamewell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on fourth down.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson. Pass complete. It's likely. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Each team's had it in overtime, so next score wins. Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the inner harbor as the Ravens have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL